So this combustion blower, just listen to how it sounds. That's often how they sound if you have an end bearing or inner bearing seize up on the motor. But you'll note when I spin it over, at least earlier I was able to get it to go. But I think it might be mechanically blocked by something, so we're going to pull it out and inspect it quick. So I was right, it was mechanically seized. But it's because the actual wheel has gone bad. So it threw some pieces of plastic around, and then this whole thing shifted toward the outside and was rubbing on the case there. So unfortunately this is not really repairable, and this blower assembly will have to be replaced. The way that I got it pushed back out, it might work for a few days until we get the new part in, but I definitely would not rely on it. Once it shifts back over, it's just going to quit again. So we will put it back together and let it run, but like I said, it might not go for very long. There aren't a lot of manufacturers that I know of that use these type of blower wheels, but they just have these little clips like that, and when you pop it apart, then the whole case comes apart. There's a little seal in there, and these just hold it tightly together. So we'll just see for fun if it'll give us a little heat for now. And the answer is no. And here it's really imbalanced. Yeah. That's gonna be a no-go. So, yep. We will have to replace the combustion blower. Alright, so we are back with the new motor. Looks identical. It's got the drain ports. Still a Fastgo product. So that seems nice. We'll just get her swapped out here. At this point, it's just a matter of pulling out the draft inducer. So here I'm removing the screws around the outside and loosening the hose clamp. There it is, and I just cut the wire going to the motor. Here's the Fernco that came with it. It had really bad creases in it, so I decided to just reuse the old one. This here is the restrictor. It helps cut down on the amount of air moving through the system so that it actually transfers heat at the right speed. They didn't send any new ones, so you just reuse the old one from the original motor. Sometimes they're not needed, but in this case, obviously, one was needed. And then before you actually put the blower in, you have to install these little seals. There's a little drain port at the top and bottom of this draft inducer. And then there's actually a gasket here, which I forgot to take a video of removing. And once you're to this point, you just put everything back together. There's the Fernco and getting it set in place. Those two drain ports have to drop into their holes, and then just run the new screws in. It came with a couple pieces of wire that have crimp connectors for the Molex plug, but taking apart those Molex plugs is kind of difficult, so I opted to just wire nut it rather than mess with that. Here I'm testing it out with the jumper wire, there it goes, and you can see it lit. It doesn't look like we got full ignition across. Man, these smart valves, they're not a good setup. Since we didn't get full ignition all the way across, I had to take it apart and actually clean that burner face. There was just some rust blocking it. Now you can see it did actually light properly. So once I put everything else back together, I tested it one more time with the thermostat, and now it's good to go. Here's a look at that exploded view, and you can see in the middle there that gasket that I missed showing earlier. That's it for this one. Talk to you guys later.